Hello and welcome to part two of the Building an Atom simulator. So today we're going to be working on everything after what we did yesterday, I guess. So Start Can Hire part two, and if you notice, first thing we kind of look at is that everything around us is made up of different elements. The air has oxygen and nitrogen. Plants and people have lots of carbon inside of us. Helium's full of balloons, obviously, the ones that float anyway. And hydrogen and oxygen are in water. So when we look at the world around us, there are lots and lots of different elements. Obviously, they combine to make new compounds, but everything starts out as elements. So what we want to figure out is, okay, what makes each element unique? So what we're going to do is click on this link, and it's similar but slightly different from the one yesterday, in that it's going to open up and you're going to see this right here. You want to see the symbol. So this is basically pulling from a periodic table, like you see here, and you should have one of these. Also, you can just kind of Google one and look one up. There's some very good ones online. The first question, if we look, asks, okay, what determines the element, name, or type? So what you're going to do is just kind of add some stuff and see what determines what element it is. So you can add some things and it changes what element it is. You can add other things and it doesn't change what the element is. So just kind of play with it, figure that out. Also notice that this is kind of upside down from what we're used to. Usually we have the atomic number on top here and the atomic mass on the bottom. This is flip-flopped. So we have the atomic number right here, which is the number of protons, and the atomic mass here, which is the number of protons plus neutrons. Over on this side, we have the charge. So that's kind of just a bonus thing that isn't usually on the periodic table. So kind of play with that. What determines the element, type, or name? Then what you can do is test your idea by identifying the element for the three cases. So you're going to go ahead and do this. You're going to make one atom that has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and it'll tell you right here, oops, what element that is. Then kind of play. Changing these different things. Does it change the element or not? All right. Next thing, what does the tool called symbol tell you about what parts are in an atom or an ion? Oops. Let me go back to this. So this part here, what's it telling you? Look, you've got a little balance here, or a set of scales, and you've got this here. So just kind of try and work out what that's telling you. For the next part, we're actually going to go ahead and open a separate thing. This is the building an atom. That's the same that we used yesterday. So if you want to open everything up again, net charge, mass number, and if it's stable or unstable, and go back here. So just think about all the rules you've determined so far. Figure out what changes for each of these changes to an atom or an ion. So we're really just kind of testing some of the rules that we've come up with. What you're going to do, and this is very important, is make a carbon atom using 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. So it should start out like this. Yeah, so we got 6 protons, 6 neutrons, oh, one short, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. Okay, let's go back. And we know we've started out with a carbon. So now what we're going to do is says add a proton. So we're going to go back. We're going to add a proton. Okay, so we know old element name is obviously carbon. And that's going to be the same for all of this, really. New element name, does it change? The old charge, and again, you look here for charge, starts out at 0. So it's always going to be 0. Does adding a proton change the charge? Figure that out, take a look. Old mass, well, let's take a look. The mass is right here, 12. So we would write 12 new mass. Again, does adding a proton change that? Yes or no? What does it change it to? All right. After you've done this, go ahead and reset or just kind of take away. So if I add a proton, then take it away and always start with 6 of everything. You can tell that by looking at this kind of yellow box in the upper left. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That's where you should start every time. Okay. And then all you've got to do is go through and make sure you know what each of these vocabulary words mean. So what's a nucleus? What's a proton? What's a neutron? What's an electron? Important, what are their charges? What is an atom? And what is an ion? Charge, neutral, atomic mass, and element. Okay, so that's your mission for today. If you finish, then you can close that out and you can do build an atom game. And what you'll do is follow the instructions here. You click on the game rectangle and then all you've got to do is go in here. Oh, hold on, don't think I did it right. Build an atom game. Sorry, clicked on the wrong one. Go ahead, you can do each of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you start out here, find the elements given the clues. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that is your mission for today. Good luck.